Hello and welcome to my channel, The Traveling Picker Patdees. I do greatly appreciate you guys being here. Today I want to talk about free shipping versus charging for shipping on eBay. And I want you guys to comment below and tell me what you do. And there's always a great debate on which one is better. So we're going to talk about that and kind of run the numbers and see what you guys think. Okay, so we're back. So, I'm not going to make this a real long video, but I just want to talk about basically and get some feedback. I'm hoping to really get some feedback from maybe even people that aren't YouTubers that really are good sellers on eBay, and get your feedback on what you think is better, free shipping or build the shipping into the price. As you could see by the thumbnail, I gave one example of 29, and I pulled up my web Word here screen, and I kind of want to break down the numbers real quick to see what the difference is. So at $29.99 with free shipping, we know right away, and that's the thing, and that is the biggest issue, I think, the resistance on a lot of people that go to sell online or don't want to sell online is really understanding the shipping. When you do this long enough, you really understand how much and really how to charge for shipping. A $29.99 item with free shipping, if you got a first class item, and this is all rough number, guys, let's say 4 to 8 ounces, you're talking roughly, and I live here in Pennsylvania, so roughly around $4.50 shipping. Right there. If we get out to California, or really for me, anything California, anything east of the or west of the Mississippi, for me, the same is going to be about $6. If you get closer to and it pretty much works in 4-ounce increments, so it's pretty much 4 ounce, 2 to 4 ounces is the same. 6 ounces is pretty much, then you get to the 8 ounce. Now, guys, I don't know this 100%. I could be off a quarter or so. When you get obviously into priority, and that's another ordeal. Priority, for a pound priority is going to be around $8.50 to $9. And then again, California is going to be on around $10.50 to $12. So you could see the difference in. So if you're selling an item and only making $3, there goes your profit if you kind of don't figure things in. Now eBay's commission. How much does eBay take from a sale? I always use on average the 10% kind of rule that they take. There's different departments depending upon your standing and stuff like that. So let's break it down. So at $29.99, you're going to lose $3 in eBay fees. Shipping wise, you're going to be anywhere from, honestly, $4.50 to $12. So see how much really that can make a difference. So, you know, when you kind of factor that in, even at the high point, if it's a priority item, you're pretty much left with $15, and that doesn't include eBay managed payments. And I'm not quite sure. Pretty much what I'm averaging, my overhead for me right now, selling 3,000 items and being above standard store is 37% overhead. So, you know, it's that's what's left. So you got to figure in what you're paying for the item. So this example that I talk about, you know, obviously $12 on the high end. And we're assuming this is about a 1 pound. It's funny, I'll see in Facebook groups, like, what do I do when the package is 1.4 ounces? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you type in 1.4, but you're paying for 2 pounds. The post office doesn't give you 4 ounces for free. I mean, they'll I've been off an ounce and a half and get the bill, and that, you know, they charge my account. So, all right, so let's go back. So basically that example is selling an item $29.99 with free shipping. All right, so how about selling an item for $17.99 plus $8.99 shipping? I want to make sure I did that right. 18, 27. I think I might have on the thumbnail. I'm not quite sure if I remember or not. Basically, want to make it a sort of $1 cheaper. Well, that's about three cheaper. So hold on. Let me go get my. I'm gonna get my. I made the thumbnail on my phone. I want to be accurate. Give me 2 seconds in the magic of editing. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. See, back in a flash. Might have took me 2 minutes to go up and get my phone, but yeah, I wanted to match the. Really, I didn't want to mislead anybody, because on the example that I use on my thumbnail is $19.99 plus $8.99 shipping. So I didn't want to do $17 or $18.99. It's like, Pat, that's not what you showed on the thumbnail. So the other option in basically is $19.99 plus $8.99 shipping, which is $1. Is still even $1 cheaper. And my mindset on this, and whether I'm right or wrong, this is just a discussion, folks, and I don't mind the feedback. I don't mind you guys sharing the discussion. I'm fine with that. This is it's the great debate, and I'm basically walking you through my thinking and experience doing that. Do I offer free shipping? Very seldom. Very, very, very seldom do I offer shipping, because I want people to know and understand really how much shipping costs. Do I do it and mix it up sometimes? Sometimes if something's not moving that fast or slow, sometimes, you know, you'll play with the numbers and try to, you know, what is, you know, sometimes it's weird because people, this says $29.99 with free shipping, and when a non eBay seller and a non-YouTuber look at it, they say, okay, it's $29.99. And you always got to keep in mind the price that is featured doesn't include the shipping, because that's always sort of in the small print. And you know, the person who really digs or is really good with eBay understands, you know, how you can change the listing around, and you know, what's the cheapest first, what's the local, you know, because even sometimes that can play a factor in is understanding where the seller is shipping things from. Could be a difference. You know, if like I'm in Pennsylvania, so if I'm buying this, if somebody has the same price item, $30 from from California, and someone has it from New Jersey, it might cost me, even though they're selling it for the same price, it could cost me $5 more by buying it from that customer from California if they're charging calculated shipping. Not sure if you understand that, what I mean or not, but. So going back to the two examples that I talked about, so $29.90 with free shipping versus $19.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Now, I know I have this priced $1 less, and I'm going to explain that. You say, oh, well, I say, which one's the better deal? Well, automatically, this is $1 less because I priced it that way. And I priced it that way, and you could say $9.99 shipping. For me, what happens is that, $19.99, we all know is basically $20. But what happens is there's always been and if you ever notice when they price cars or when they price a lot of things, even at the store, why don't they? There's a philosophy in the thinking of retail that people don't automatically round this up to 20. They say 19. They kind of forget about the 99 cents. Oh, it's under $20. Yeah, by a penny, big deal, right? I mean, even a lot of times when we go and buy gas, $4.39.9. It's like it's $4.40. And then even the $8.99 shipping is under $10. But now I'm doing a little bit of the reverse psychology there, and maybe I'm overthinking it. That $9.99 people would say $10. So when they first go through looking on eBay what the price is, they're seeing the $19.99 first. The $8.99 is underneath. This is the first number, the $19.99 that pops up. So automatically, when you first glance at this, it looks like it's $10 cheaper. When in reality, it's only $1 cheaper. And now some people say, well, I guess the true apples for apples comparison would be price it the shipping at $9.99, and my argument is again playing with it's not even 10, it's not even 10, it's not even 9, it's under $20. But are you selling through faster than pricing it this way than you would this way? Are you going to get the sale first before the person? I don't know, and this is why I'm making this video to kind of talk about what you guys. I see people that I kind of blend both, with probably 90-95% we charge for shipping. There's another camp out there that will charge. At the end of the day, the fees that you pay, because some people who don't even understand eBay would say, well, you want to do it this way because also then eBay doesn't charge fees on the shipping. eBay charges fees on the whole total. There's sales tax. If there's sales tax, it's sales tax on the total that the customer pays that we don't pay. They collect it on our behalf, but you're paying the shipping. You're paying the commission on the total, not just on, where years ago people would do these stupid things, $1.99 plus, $19.99 shipping. There you would see crazy stuff like that. And I think in the beginning that eBay wasn't kind of keen to how some people would scam the system, because basically the shipping would only cost $8.99. It was a way for the customer to kind of steal an extra $10 of the sale without paying the proper commission to eBay. For the people that complain about paying commissions to eBay, I don't get that, because go and try to sell stuff on your own. Let me tell you, I have a website, thetravelingpicker.com, and I sell very little off of that. I could go on YouTube and tell people I've sold mystery boxes on there. I've sold, and it's only because I'm pushing. But I've had some things on there that I've never sold. So unless you're getting out there, and even though my site's been active for at least probably a year and a half, 2 years in stuff, just people aren't, people don't realize behind eBay, behind Amazon, the advertising that they spend to drive the customers and build up that base. So you're paying that commission because you're sort of renting a spot in their warehouse. You're renting a retail spot in their mall, and honestly, 10% is not really a lot. Everybody can complain, oh, I wish, well, yeah, but try to do it yourself. It's not gonna. It's not going to, it's much tougher than you think. So another, and I had mentioned another camp is people will charge, let's say, for example, shipping is supposed to be $5, and people will charge a flat fee of $7. And what they're doing, every time I go to hit that dollar sign, I forgot to hit the shift. I hit the 4. And you think, oh, the $2. So in a sense, what they're artificially doing is they're inflating the to $2. But what comes out of that? And I think what they're doing is, and everybody's always got to keep in mind, depending upon what you're shipping. Now, when I ship a first class package, I always try to, in my head, build in the price of a label is about a quarter, and the price of a poly bag is probably about a quarter. So you got 50 cents on a first class item in our, and that's you know what, if you're shipping 10,000 items a year, and I've done that before in the past, and there are sellers out there. 50 cents at 10,000, if you're just sticking straight, that's $5,000. Is that $5,000 if you're selling, let's say, $10, $15 items? That $5,000, it really could make a difference. If you happen to be selling $200 items, but honestly, $200 items aren't usually going first class; they would be going priority. But my point is, at selling 2,000 or 10,000 items at $200, maybe you absorb the extra 50 cents for the label, and you don't care. But at the end of the day, 50 cents it can add up, especially if you're doing a volume. Also, I think with people charging $7, they're looking to actually help offset a little bit of that 10% fee that's being charged, especially on the shipping. Because right away, if you're getting $5, let's say you're getting $5 for shipping, and it costs you $5, you actually lose $1. You lose $1. How do you lose $1? 50 cents to eBay, 50 cents in packaging. That's just first class. You start getting up into the priority, then you have a situation where, if priority is $10 to $15, you could spend easily on a typical box, let's say 14 by 10 by 6, that box is typically 75 cents to $1.25. You start getting up into even bigger boxes, and then you could spend $3 for a box. There's one item I ship right now that the box is $8 to $10. Now, some people say, "Oh, I get all my boxes for free." When you're shipping a lot items, let's say 10,000, can you find 10,000 boxes consistently? And is it worth driving? Is it worth spending $20 driving around to try to save? One thing is, I like to have. Do I ever use used boxes? Yeah, but very seldom. I usually will recycle boxes. In other words, where my wife works, she may get a product in, and it's a clean box, and we may use that, and it may, say, Subway or something on it, for example, or Hershey. I'm looking at a box right now, Hershey's, and we'll repurpose that box for that, as long as it's clean and cut. And I kind of have the tendency to over tape. So, but when you start even getting into selling quantity of the same SKU, then you really want to have a consistent box, because it makes the shipping so much better. you know it's going to work in there, it's going to fit in there. So you could easily get into $3 to $6 really when you start getting into all that. So if you're selling, depending upon what you're selling, my average sale price right now, looking at the last 90 days, is around $32. You could see how some people could fail or not make money doing it if they just don't. And that's the biggest obstacle, is understanding shipping. So, guys, I didn't want to make this too long. I do apologize if it seems like I got a little long-winded. I think it's always a great debate. I don't think either way is right or wrong. I like to use examples. Like if I know somebody that, hey, I've been doing $500,000 a year for 10 years. This is what works for me. Some people, honestly, the customers, if they're buying a $200 item and they see it costs $15 or $20 to ship, they understand. They're not like, what ruined that really, that free shipping issue is really Amazon. Amazon created this phony atmosphere that shipping was for free, and it's not. It's not for free because you got to keep in mind the shipping is not free because it is the shipping on Amazon is not free because really it's being subsidized by many things. Amazon is not just like eBay. They pull in advertising. They have the cloud business. They have the Prime, and that's where a lot of stuff is subsidized. Is the free shipping a lot of times is subsidized by Prime members. It's sort of they're using the same philosophy that Costco and Sam's Club. That pretty much at Costco and Sam's Club, it's a low margin item that they mark things up, and that pretty much pays their employees. And then the actual corporation, the profit is made from selling those memberships. So if they got 30 million memberships paying $50, $75, depending upon if it's personal or business, that's really, at the end of the day, the quick math, that's the profit of well, that's how it is when you got, and you do the math. I mean, you sit there and you say, wow, at 100 million Prime members, right? Times what, $120? Talking $12 billion right there. So that's guaranteed money that is coming through the system. Amazon, I'm going to try to Google Amazon's cost to ship items. I'm going to see if there's an actual floating number out there. And how much does Amazon spend a year to ship items? Okay, so roughly, this is a rough graph. And this is the first one I pulled up. Amazon spends about $75 billion a year shipping items. And back in 2015, it was only $10 billion. So obviously their cost has gone up, but so has their business. And that number that they're talking about doesn't also, don't forget, they're negotiated deals with that they work with UPS. So what normally, let's say, would cost $8, a lot of times because of the volume. Same thing, sort of what Pirate Ship does is, and those companies that go out and offer these discounted shippings, they basically cut a check to UPS, and saying, hey, look, we're going to guarantee that we'll buy $30 billion worth of shipping. We'll cut you a check every quarter. And, for UPS, that's steady money. That's guaranteed money. And we want you to, give us a discount, and of course that's what they do. But also keep in mind that third-party sellers that sell on Amazon are paying a fee. Whether, like, even if I'm shipping it out, I'm on Amazon's platform, they're getting 15%. So they're making money there's so much money that's coming in that, at $60 billion, what is Amazon? I hear it's sales per year. I hear that sometimes it's as high as 60%. Here's a breakdown. 2016. Yeah, 58%. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So their yearly Amazon's yearly revenue 2020. Okay, here's a more 2000 The last number I'm seeing is approximately $500 billion. So that's $250 billion a year in third-party sales. Um, Times 15, just at 15%. Wow, it's something like 30. Is that right? 30, is that 37 billion? Wow, 250 billion, yeah, times 15% equals, yeah, 37.5 billion just at the 15%. That doesn't include FBA storage. That doesn't include the miscellaneous other fees that they charge. So I mean, when you rack that up, 37.5 billion plus another $5 to $6 billion in Prime memberships, 45 billion. Um, they're covering a large part of their shipping fees by that. So pretty much, it kind of, I guess the analogy that kind of came across my head right now is it reminds me that Prime and even though they're saying free shipping, it's really not, because somebody's footing the bill. That it's sort of like an insurance program that, yeah, you got people that probably order a lot and pay the Prime membership, and you got people that pay the Prime membership and only get 3 packages a year. So you're not talking they know what they're doing. So I mean, and also, if you don't order a certain amount, there are people that order from Amazon that still pay free shipping, because there's even certain things that aren't included. One thing I've noticed with Prime, it used to be back in the day, but I don't know how it is anymore, but it used to be that you could get that guaranteed in 2 days. Not anymore. A lot of times we've ordered stuff, even with my wife's company, and they're Prime, and you're not getting it for a week or 10 days. So there's no guarantee that you're even getting it at that time. So all right, guys, I'd appreciate the thumbs up if you haven't subscribed to the channel. I am a seller that sells on eBay, Facebook, and Amazon. Started doing Whatnot a little bit, and I make videos, showing me buying things and selling things, and discussion videos like this. And I do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you again.